is Stanislaus Martins. Stanislaus is a seasoned digital marketing, technology, and sales professional with over 17 years experience working across multiple industries. He is the current president of the Association of Digital Marketing Professionals of Nigeria. He has also held esteemed positions at Jumia, serving as head of growth, partnerships, and advertising, and at Meta, formerly Facebook, where he led engagement with the largest agencies, clients, and Meta's authorized sales partners across Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Messenger, in West Africa. Martins is widely recognized for his innovative approach and expertise in driving change and progress. Martins has a demonstrated track record of success, leading high-performing teams in identifying and launching new revenue models, driving digital growth, and optimizing marketing performance for some of the biggest brands in the region. Martins began his career at Inside Publicis, where he quickly rose through the ranks to become group head of digital and group head of technology under the tutelage of advertising heavyweights like Jimmy Awoshika and my dearest daddy, Dr. Shubanjo. You are most welcome, Martins. Please sit tight and enjoy the session.
This is one of the topics I'm most excited about now. And if you talk to people that know me, you know that these things change. I try to move with trends. I try to stay ahead, try to always reinvent myself. So I'm going to speak to you guys today about artificial intelligence. It can get very, very complicated, but I'm just really going to bother around the basics and just give you some tips on how to get started using them for small businesses specifically. If you want to get deeper about it, trust me, this is something that I can talk about for days. You can always meet me after this and we'll talk. Okay? So yeah, 17 plus experience, and I mean, these days I don't even say I'm a digital marketer anymore because I'm pretty much, I don't know, like all the book now. And I moved with the trends. I started off in tech, I moved to digital, I moved to marketing and branding, ended up at sales. I worked at Insight for a while, then at Jumia, then most recently at Meta. I'm currently the president of the Association of Digital Marketing Professionals, and I'll speak to you about this opportunity later as well. And when I'm free, when I have some free time on my hands, I also function as what you call a fractional chief marketing officer or chief digital officer, and I work with brands that really can't afford to have their own dedicated chief marketing officer for obvious reasons. So for various reasons, I try to support them. So that's me in a nutshell. Okay? So what exactly is AI? What is artificial intelligence? When you say this, when you just say AI, artificial intelligence, a lot of people just lock up. Computer science, PhD, must be a scientist. But no, in reality, a lot of you already engage AI, one way or the other, on your devices, in your day-to-day work. And I'll just try and call them out to you now. So in simple terms, AI is the ability of machines to perform tasks that would normally require human intelligence. Just think about it. The ability of machines to perform tasks that require human intelligence. And there are two well-known types: rule-based AI and machine learning AI. This is like rudimentary AI. We give you some criteria. Once those criteria are met, it answers your question. But this one is the grandmaster. And this is the one that has suddenly become very, very trained. Who has heard of ChatGPT here? Everybody has heard about ChatGPT. And I could have easily titled this presentation ChatGPT, but I said, no, let's go for that. We'll come back to ChatGPT. So machine learning is you feed the machine with a lot of information, data, and it learns, and it self-improves itself. To the point that when it now responds to you, now when we've got into November 2022 to be specific, when ChatGPT came out, everybody went ballistic. And it wasn't as if that was the first time, it's just that was the first time that it was available at such great scale and for free, and everybody has been reading about it. And I'll show you some stats as we go along. So, like I said, you already use AI, but a lot of you don't know. For instance, what's this icon? Siri. How many of you have got iPhones? If you use an iPhone, you speak to Siri from time to time. You're using AI already. Who knows this sign? Alexa. Very similar to Siri. If you have an Alexa box or whatever integrated speaker, you're already integrating with AI. If you use Instagram, if you use Facebook, these products are heavily powered by AI. All those recommendations you see, at times you're just scrolling, and suddenly you see something on your feed that you don't know the person, but you end up liking the content. Why do you like the content? Because the AI has studied your pattern of the kind of things you like, and is intelligently, proactively making recommendations to make your experience on that platform more enjoyable. That is AI. You already are interfacing with AI. Do you need a PhD to do that? And it gets better. There's a beautiful startup in Nigeria called Terragon. They've got a small business marketing suite that I think you guys should check out. A lot of you are probably using them already. If you do, this whole engine is built around AI. You understand? So AI is already at the fabric of what a lot of you do on a day-to-day basis. So for SMEs, how can we actually put AI to work?
Chatbots. That's the number one way most businesses, small businesses, would want to even get into AI. Automates your customer service. Who has a website here? Okay, you all need to get websites there. So you can have a website, you can integrate a chatbot into it, and your chatbot can support your business while you're away. Your chatbot will answer some basic questions on your behalf, and you can now come back and follow up. How many of you use the banks here? When you chat with the banks at times. You know, before you get to a customer service representative, you would have been chatting with a bot at times. And at times it helps you. At times it can be very frustrating. But at times it helps you resolve your problem. That's AI already. So as a small business, it can help you automate your customer service. It can help you optimize your marketing. And this is where it gets very, very interesting. Facebook, Google, Twitter, they've made marketing, advertising so much easier using AI. And I'll get to that in a bit more. And it also helps you improve your efficiency, because there are a lot of things that you do repeatedly. And we'll get to some very, very particular examples. Now, AI is all, when you hear me say all these things, you think it's fantastic, it's all good, but trust me, even I personally, I'm super scared of where we are right now, reality. Now, these are 3 billionaires, 3 tech heavyweights, and their opinion of AI is a bit different. If you look at Elon Musk, who knows Elon Musk? You know everybody here, or do I need to introduce them? You do, okay. So Elon Musk said, this particular guy actually said that he has been exposed to the most sophisticated level of AI available, and personally, he is very, very scared and worried that we need to ensure that we put all the laws and protections in place. So while we continuously improve the development, we are also safeguarding ourselves so that we don't abuse it. AI is super powerful, and it freaks this guy out. It also freaks this guy out as well, Bill Gates, Microsoft. But he is also saying, even though it can be very, very scary, we need to continue to research and ensure that it is being developed responsibly. Out of these 3, this is the guy that seems to, my former Oga, that seems to take it on a more positive note. And why? This AI powers a lot of his business. And is the application they are using it for makes your whole experience on the platforms much more enjoyable. So the thing, the reason I have this slide is just to show you that, look, AI can be put to good or evil. It's not all. Okay? So how are small businesses currently using AI in communication? Okay? Customer service, I spoke about chatbots already. Marketing, if you follow me on LinkedIn and you see all I've been writing about this, you understand this is a major paradigm shift. Not just for small businesses, but also for big businesses. Sales, I will show you a case study on that shortly. AI is being used in various industries. Natural language processing. Natural language processing is when you can write. That's ChatGPT. When you can write, and the AI will respond to you. And the response, you will just be scared that what's going on. There are no grammatical errors. Everything is spot on. Everything makes sense. At times, you will intentionally even make spelling mistakes. It understands you and will respond. And computer vision. Computer vision is the ability for AI to see, pretty much. So the AI can be here, and a camera is pointing at your face, for example, and it's analyzing your expressions. And it automatically knows when you are lying. It automatically knows when you are sad. And based on those feedback that it receives, some program can kick off. So this is what some of the things they are doing. So here is just showing you how different areas of AI has been developing from 2020 to 2022. Handwriting recognition, speech recognition, image recognition, everything. AI is like the buzz now, and we're working on a 2023 trends report in the association is happening this Saturday, and I can tell you that the number one trend that we are going to be pushing is what? It changes everything. It really does. If you sit down and actually play with something as I won't call it basic, something as sophisticated as ChatGPT, you begin to rethink your life. What's going on? I will get there. Okay, let's move on. For Nigeria, it will help small businesses that don't have a lot of money to invest in massive staff, resources. It will help you save costs. It will help you improve your efficiency. And it will also help you identify new opportunities. We spoke about it already. It will help you optimize your customer service. Customer data, you go on the street, you carry out some research. You have gone out, this guy has gone out, you have like 10 people on the street. They've all gone out and they have feedback from data. You take the data, you pour it into one system, press one button, the system analyzes it and brings out all the insights from that for you. Tell me that is not scary. So it's not like one person sitting down and looking at it one by one and trying to come up with the insights. All of you just input your findings into the system. The system runs its whole magic and jazz around it. And next thing you see, boom, it spits out the insights to you. So examples of some ways I know some companies in Nigeria are using this. This for me, like I said, is like the entry level, chatbots. Chatbots extends the operating hours. So we wake up at 7, you work from maybe 8 or 9 till 5. You're not always on your website. Your chatbot will be there working 24/7. If you've developed a chatbot or integrated a chatbot like HubSpot or a chatbot like chatbot, it's also called chatbot, you feed it with major parameters, and this chatbot understands your company. So when anybody engages and asks any question, based on the data that you have fed it, your price of your products, the link to different things, it will just be responding. These guys are so sophisticated that in a lot of the times, they will start the sale for you and even finish it for you and pass on to you to go and make your money. Go back. So there's also a Nigerian firm that I also wanted to give a shout out here called Insight 7, because AI is not like is meant for those in the developed world. We in Nigeria, a lot of companies are already beginning to use it. Insight 7 is a Nigerian-owned startup, and they do exactly what I just explained now. You gather all your insights, you pour it into their dashboard, into their system, and it spits out insight for you. It's a change. It's a major change for for the marketing industry, for the brands. So something as sophisticated and So, for instance, if I go into the market and say I'm trying to get the persona, for instance, of I want to run a marketing campaign, and I really want to understand the different personas of people I'll be speaking with. speaking to. And I've gone out, I've asked them questions around demographies and stuff, age, their motivations, their objections to your product and things like that. You feed all those into the system. And the system is intelligent enough to tell you, persona 1, let's call her Grace. Grace is a married woman, blah, blah, blah. She makes this. And it really simplifies your life, okay? That's just one example. If you are in the marketing communication space, you also know Ipsos. Ipsos also has something that's also super sophisticated. Strategy, content, let's go on. So how do you go ahead to get started? Just start small. Look at your space and just decide, okay, what exactly is it that I need help with? And you go out there and find the solution that can begin to help you implement. And for me, like I said, if you have a website, a chatbot is what I would usually it just extends your business. I had a delivery recently from, I placed an order on Instagram, and the dispatch guy came to deliver. And when he delivered to me, I was about to pay him, and I asked him for his bank account. He told me to go to his WhatsApp. I went to his WhatsApp. He told me to type bank to him. I typed bank to him, and automatically all his bank accounts came out. I said, yeah. That's a dispatch guy. That's a dispatch guy. Efficiency. No, just a regular WhatsApp. You can create automated responses based on inputs that comes in. So when it sees the keywords, it pushes it. The dispatch guy, I just had to form like I knew that it was possible. I didn't know. I worked at Meta at that time. That's my product. I didn't know. So experiment. There's so much you have in your hand that is super sophisticated that if you really, really put it to the test. Okay? Invest in quality data. Just taking on Tosin's question, if you go out and do your research, it needs to be quality data. It needs to be quality research. If you feed it rubbish, it is going to give you rubbish. Okay? Understand the limitations. It's not everything. AI, yes, let me say it now. This is the question people ask. AI will take away a lot of jobs. Let me say it. It will take away a lot of jobs in a lot of industries, but it will not take away all jobs. You understand? AI will complement you and make you better. The most important thing you can do right now is, as a professional, continuously invest in yourself, become a master of how to use AI in your particular vertical, your own industry, your field. Become a master, so you become indispensable. If you sit down and you want to continuously, play safe, AI will replace you. Easy. If it's to write copy, no, not that you will replace. If you have a team of, example, 20 social media writers, you will suddenly find out that you only need 5. Those 5 will continue to use AI, but it automatically improves their capacity to what? To a team of maybe 100. So, yes, AI will disrupt, but to safeguard yourself, continuously learn, improve, develop your skill sets. When your customers are chatting with your bots, as an example, let them know they are chatting with AI. It's very, very important. And depending on how big your business is, you also want to let them know when they are talking to an AI that is not you, so they don't feel like you are deceiving them. Okay? For us, I would say it is a relatively new field. I will not come here and tell you I'm an expert. I won't. I'm playing with it every day. I'm seeing what is working for me, what is not working. I'm taking learning from what is happening in the industry. I'm reading, and if you look at my iPad, I think the last 5 books I bought on my Amazon app are all AI related. They are all AI related. Because right now, that's the part I just want to feed myself with. So monitor whatever it is that you have applied. Check if it's working for you. And learn. Improve. Find other ways to... You understand what I mean, okay? So how do you get started? I love this guy. If you're a marketer, you probably know this Tom Fishburne. He's a cartoonist. And the simple question is, how do you get started with AI? So the first thing you say is, have you figured how AI will impact our business? You're asking somebody that works for you. Guess who the person is asking? The person is asking AI. No, that's where we are going. And guess what? This AI will spit it out for you in a way that you just open up. What exactly is it that I'm doing here? Okay? Next slide. So get started. Research the AI tools. Learn about the different ones that are available. There are hundreds and hundreds of them now. Start a small pilot project, like I said, before you decide to make it bigger. Identify a particular problem you want to solve. Is it that you need better content on your website? You need better social media content? You want to engage better? You need better sales leads? Whatever it is, there are tools that have been built to help resolve some of those problems. Look for them and apply them. Gather and use quality data. Continuously monitor and take advantage. Let's go. So that's it. That's the presentation. But I can't finish a presentation without spending time on ChatGPT. Because even me, every time I use it, I am in awe. So let's assume I'm going to ChatGPT. And if you're a small business, this applies to you. Okay, so ChatGPT is, let's put it this way. It's a tool that was officially made public in November of last year. That it's an AI tool. It allows you, anybody, to go to the site. You don't have to pay for it yet. I'm sure that you would have to pay for it later. It's totally free. And you can converse with AI. I mean, you can converse with AI. If you are lonely in your house right now, you don't have friends, you can also go and... I'm not joking. I'm not joking. If you are lonely... So it gets very, very creepy very, very fast. Once you start to engage with it, you tell it to communicate with you in a particular manner. It will. You want it to be very serious. It will communicate with you in a very serious way. You want it to communicate to you like Donald Trump. It will communicate with you like Donald Trump. In fact, it's even me. It gets very, very scary. But please, guys, if you've never played around with this before, go ahead and sign up. It's free. It's free. Why it is free, I still don't understand. But go ahead and try it. It is free. Okay? So, for instance, now, my wife owns a business called Ofada Magic. So, I just go to the AI and say, okay, let's assume the name of my business is Ofada Magic, and I sell packaged Ofada rice to Lagosians. Can you help me come up with 10 social media content for January to help drive sales? He gave me all this in how many minutes? In 2 seconds. And let's check it out. Let's check out the post. Kick off the year with a taste of home. Try our delicious Ofada rice today. Looking for a healthy and satisfying lunch option? Ofada Magic has you covered. Add some flavor to your meal with Ofada Magic. What did I find again? Exactly. So, if you are a content developer, if you're a social media person, this will actually make you a superstar. If you learn how to use this and maximize it. But if you don't use it and you feel like, I'm going to be pure, I'm going to be the one right, this guy will give you, what I asked it for was 10. If I say give me 100, it's going to give me 100. Yes, please. I did not slip up. I did not. Let me give you an idea of where I think we are going with AI. So you know where this guy come from. Who has seen the movie iRobot? God bless you. I have a feeling that in the very near future, this is just me now, I'm sure it's going to happen. We will have humanoids that will just be shells, that have all our kinetic ability, and you will plug AI into them. They will have vision, they will be able to hear, and they will also have audio. You will be able to sit down, talk, gist with AI. So he's a guy. He's a guy. No, we already have a couple of them, but I'm saying in the future, it will be so intelligent that the gist level safe. So, guys, so he has given me this and I'm happy. So I wanted to say, okay, let me even try and twist this AI's arm a bit. And I'll go and say, okay, are you able to write Pidgin English? It was just a test, though. He said, yes, I'm able to write Pidgin English. And he explains to me what Pidgin English is, the origin from Sierra Leone. And that tells me, say, guys, see now, hey guys, Ofada Magic they sell fresh Ofada rice. How many of you content writers can speak pidgin? You can speak it, but can you write it at that level? The next slide is going to blow your mind. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. So I now say, okay, if my budget is really tight as a small business, how can you advise me to promote my business? In the past, you have to come and meet someone like me. I'll give you a fee. And I will advise you on these things. Even now when you engage me now, I will look here small. And I'll feed you. No, it's where the world is going. In reality. So take a look at that. It's giving me ways I can promote my food business with minimal budget. Utilize word of mouth marketing. Create flyers. Use social media. Leverage local business listings. Partner with other local businesses. Host an event like we are doing here. Offer discounts and promotions. Network. I'm not going to give you something that is not here. If he feeds me this, I will expand on it and try to contextualize it a bit more for your business. So that's where I now take my own superpower and add AI to it and extend my... So if you're just you know how long it takes you to come up with all your copy. So let's even take it to another level. And now say, okay, that flyer that you said, though, that you mentioned here that I should create, oh yeah, please create the content for me in Pidgin and also in Igbo. Look at it now. Translate. Ofada Magic is now selling fresh Ofada rice that will make your black. Who are the Igbo people here? Sorry, I don't know if he's making, just toying with me. But, when I read them, I don't understand Igbo, so I'm just assuming. Yes, you see that? AI will speak almost all the languages I know. French, and it does it at such an advanced level. If you have a small business, this elevates you to the resources that the biggest businesses in the world have access to. Utilize it. It will create your entire website for you if you want. All the content, all your social media can be handled. You can just inject some few things. But it can speak pidgin. If you write to it, it understands your style of writing. And you say, look, going forward, when you write with my style. Assume you are me. You yourself will fear. Okay? Of course, that's it. That's the prompt. That's the prompt. If you go online, can we go live online on this thing? Okay, no, we will have to set up a lot of things to make it happen. You can go online and pick a popular character, a person, and tell ChatGPT to write you a TV script like it was written by that person. It understands all those things, and it gives you something so accurate that, guys, I'm not the one saying it though. Just make sure your team is using this, because what this does is that this takes their ability to superpower level, in my opinion. Okay? Are we still, yeah, let's go. Is that the right slide? Let's go. Okay. So just some, there are hundreds of them, and I share some links here where you guys can follow. So there's a bonus slide here. Some of you that are shy in front of the camera, you want to go for job interviews, you want to start your own YouTube channel. There's an AI called Poise. You can just use. It's free to get started. And it will, you speak to it, and it will give you feedback on how you performed. It will tell you maybe you blink too much. Maybe you should reduce your number of, or stop using this word, kind of. I love this. I love the way this woman is pointing out all those industries that are affected. First, she said it was marketing. This thing, therapist. The first prompt you give it is assume you are a therapist. That's the first prompt. Once you just do that and you ask it all the questions, I'm not asking you to go and use it as a therapist. I'm just telling you what it's capable of doing. Next slide. Pragma is another one. This one helps you with sales. Let's go on. This one, Malga, this one, no, next slide. This one will create real voices out of text. It will create real voices that even will sound like you yourself. That you're like, when did I say this? Let's go and play. Voiceover 2 is affected now, Abby. Well done. Let's go. your accent, it will go. Yeah. AI. What's this? Generated stock photos. Not real photos, but it creates them in such a way that they look real. And they are free for you to use. There's this very popular artist online, a Nigerian artist. His name is David Ziyama or something. I hope this is the right guy. I even hope this is the right guy. And these are some of the things that he's created with AI. So this is supposed to be I think, who is this one? Is this the AI? The guy that did the old people collection. But this one is like a superhero collection. This is like Batman. This is Spider-Man. This is Doctor Strange. All AI generated. He basically asked them to generate AI in assuming that they were from Nigeria. To generate your popular superheroes, assuming they were from Nigerians, and this is what he came up with. Guys, when I was about to come, when I look at my presentation again last night, I wanted to delete everything and start all over again because the field is changing so quickly that I felt I could have a 100-slide presentation for you guys. But I said, okay, let's just control body and let's. Inside 7, I told you about them. Definitely check these guys out. This is another social media influencer marketing platform driven by AI as well. Proudly Nigerian. I like to give Nigerian brands shout out. I don't know any of these guys from a business point of view or whatever, but I just like to give Nigerian brands that are doing things good shout outs. Okay? This is a bonus slide for you. So these are a couple of links, for instance. You can connect ChatGPT to your WhatsApp. So it will analyze everything that your WhatsApp is saying and you can respond. You can connect it to, there's ChatGPT Writer, YouTube. Those of us that are tired, if there's a 10 minutes video on YouTube that you don't have time to watch, you just download the transcript of that video, plug it into this tool. This tool will summarize the video for you in text. So you don't need to go and summarize that, Abi. All industries are affected. No industry is safe. So there are quite a lot of them. Let's go. And yes, in fact, in Nigeria, we do have a body, a national body that is responsible for AI. It's National Center for Artificial Intelligence. And I follow them. They do a couple of trainings from time to time. You can scan this QR code if you want to go to their website. I hope that link works. It's under NIDA. Please check them out. I know they also offer some training, and some of their trainings, I think they are free. So you may be able to benefit from it as well. So please do. This is the association I told you I'm a part of. I'm president of this association. It's a fantastic association of digital professionals. We talk ChatGPT every day. There's no day we don't talk about it. The fear, the risk, the opportunities. This is what we talk about every day. And we're looking for individuals and corporates to come and partner with us. So we have different partnership opportunities. If you're new to digital marketing, if you're an experienced digital marketer, please come check it out. If you have an organization and you also want to help us professionalize that particular field, please come and be a member. We have some world-class corporate partners, really, really big global corporate partners already signed up. All you have to do is go to our membership page. You can also scan that QR code, okay? And I think finally, if you want a copy of this presentation, you can just scan this QR code. It takes you to my website. At the top, you can just download it. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for your time. I hope I was able to add some value to your day.
Get on, like everybody, when Instagram and WhatsApp and all this came, like a lot of businesses started depending on it, and sometimes Instagram will just go off and everybody will say Instagram is off for a day, then you lose your sales for that particular day. But how dependable are these tools? That's my question. Like,
the scary part is that when it gives you the answer, it gives you the answer with so much confidence that you are sure this thing is correct, but it might not be. So it is you the user, you have to now take that extra step to ensure that the information you are getting is accurate. AI might mislead you. And it does it like, that's the scary part. It does it with a tone that you confident that you just move with it. So You as a user, the power is in your hands for you to now go and double check whatever it is you are doing. As a matter of fact, Google also has their own AI system that is about to be launched. They claim it is 5 times ahead of ChatGPT. That is another level. But what they are trying to do before they launch, one of the things they're trying to do is to ensure that when you ask it a question and it gives you answers, it actually cites the sources. So Google wants to act responsibly. We don't want to mislead people. I have interacted with it, but everything that it has, I've never had any error. Because I'm not asking it how to create a bomb or anything. I'm just asking it for basic things to make my extra 2K. And it's giving it to me and it's working. So no worries. But it's a major concern.
I was writing an autobiography for someone. So after the interview, I was trying to,
Transcribe.
So somebody recommended I've forgotten this app. So I paid for it in dollars and all that. But it was translating. It wasn't translating. It didn't understand the Nigerian.
I was going to ask you that, is the person Nigerian? Because the accent's also.
Yeah. So is there a Nigerian? You have mentioned 3 Nigerian apps made by Nigerians: Terragon, Insight 7, and Viral.
Guys, so what's your name?
My name is Ire.
Ire.
Ire, yes.
Guys, if you are out there and you're building a voice recognition system powered by AI that understands the Nigerian accent.
I'm not a techie person like the previous person, but yesterday I was speaking with my team. We were trying to develop a script for a new brand that we were working with.
It's like this now. It's like this now.
And I was actually, my sister is part of the team and she lives in Canada, and I was just, we were talking and I was kind of scolding her that I've given everybody this brief and you're not even doing anything about it. And as we were talking, she just sent me a script, for the chat. She called it chat AI. Is it different from this chat GPT? Maybe it's the same thing.
Yeah, there are a lot of them.
So there's chat AI. So she, and it just came up. I was wowed. I was so surprised. That we're just talking in just less than.
You can ask it to give you 20 scripts and to give it to you. And guess what? The beauty is not for you to take that first script and use it. The beauty is for you to say, okay, look, I like this. But can you please consider this? The target audience for this brand is this. What they're trying to achieve is this. This brand is based in Nigeria. This is something they've done before. This is a copy of a script that they've done before in the past. And it will iterate and give you like.
Yes. The only thing I noticed was, the script, if I look at it, it wasn't Nigerian. It was, I would say it's something that we can work with.
It can.
But there was just a bit of it that I just felt, okay, this is not Nigerian
The
enough.
quality of your feedback from it is dependent on your input. We call it prompts. It's your prompt. You need to prompt it. It understands Nigerian accent. It understands it because you saw Creole. You saw Pidgin English. It understands it. So if you talk to it and give it the right prompt, it will bring it out. A Pidgin English ad, it will do it for you. You might not get it perfect, but at least your writer's block that you might have had, it gives that writer the opportunity to just push on.
So while I'm excited, it's actually scary because I'm like, is there work for the next creativity, or the limit is just the prompt to give it?
The limit is the prompt you give it. But I think for security reasons, there are a lot of things that they've implemented safeguards against. So maybe things around drugs, violence, sex, and things like that. If you give it prompts, they've designed it in such a way that it will not respond to you. But trust me, people know how to still come out. So they'll say, I am writing an essay on whatever, or a research paper. Once you say that, the thing will relax and can spill out all those things. So there are workarounds for all those things as well.